Welcome friends to my channel Learning Solution. In the previous video we have created the branch entry.spx. In this video we are going to create this customer entry.spx. Actually this program is this form is little big, so I have already coded this and now I will explain you how this is working and what to take and what to know. So let's switch to the design view first. In the design view, here we have taken a label for account number and a text box for entering the account number, and after that we have taken a label for select bank name, and we have taken a drop down list for select showing that which all banks are available, and we have also taken a label for the bank ID of that bank. So and after that we have taken again a label for branch, and we are loading this branch based on the bank ID, and after that we have taken customer name, customer address, contact number and balance, and finally a submit button. So this is the code for adding this in this we have given the title as customer entry, and in the main content we have taken this label. What we have done the designing in this main content. After that, from the coding part, what we did in the designing part only, we also need to change the property of this drop down list. So what we need to change? We need to change its auto postback property to true. By default it is false. You need to change it to true. For both of this I did the same. Drop down list 2. For both of this I did the same. After that, on the page load method we have written some function, so I will show you what the function is. So to load the bank names in the drop down list 1, I have written a code that is get bank name. We have created the method get bank name, and here we are just copying this from the branch entry.spx. What we did here it is the same code, only what we have changed, it is the fully same code here. If you will see, then you will find it the same, and we have called this method inside our page load event method. So we have written if not is postback get bank name. So after this query, the bank name gets loaded in this drop down list. After that, actually in database I need to insert this account number and bank ID. So we don't want this bank name, we want its bank ID. So we have taken a label 3 here, and in label 3 we have see in label 3 what we did. We are again writing a method get bank ID, and in here we are writing that label 3.text is equal to reader of bank ID dot to a string, and in the query we need to change the query. In query what we are writing here, we are writing select strict from table bank, where bank name is equal to drop down list 1.text. So whatever the I want the bank ID of those bank which is displaying in this drop down list. So after writing that query, the bank ID of that will be shown here. So after that, again I did the same code for this drop down list, only where I have changed in the query. So after getting bank name and bank ID, after getting the bank name, I also need to call this in the page load method get bank ID, and after this bank ID I need to call this branch name in the drop down list 2. So we have written a method again for get branch name, and here in the query what we have written, and select a strict from table branch where bank id is equal to label 3.text, because in the table branch if you will see there is nowhere bank name, so you can't write a query that select a strict from table branch where bank name is equal to drop down list 1.text. So I have converted this, I have selected the bank id, and according to the bank id I am calling this. So this, after this query, this drop down list 2 will be filled up with the branches of the banks. So again I do not need to, sorry, in database I need to insert the branch id, sorry, bank id we have taken, and branch id. So for the branch, not the branch name, so for the branch name, whatever the branch name is in the label, sorry, drop down list 2, I am searching for the branch id of the particular branch. So for that I have written again, I have called again a method by the name get branch id, and here what I have written in the query, select a strict from table branch where branch name is equal to drop down list 2.text and bank id is equal to label 3.text. So from this query we will get the branch id of the particular branch. After that I only need to write this, and sorry, I forgot to say something, that when we are changing this drop down list value index, then also it needs to be loaded. So for that we have only called the method. So when we are changing the first drop down list here, when we are changing the drop down list index, then we are calling the bank id, whatever the bank id is there of that particular bank. After that bank id we are calling again the branch name, because there may be for that particular bank there is no branch, or if there is branch then what is the branch id of that, so we are calling this. And up in drop down list 2, when we are, suppose for one bank there are more than one branch, then you need to select the branch id of that particular branch. So we are calling these methods in this drop down list 1 underscore select index change and drop down list 2 underscore select index change. After that, for your explanation purpose, I have settled it as a true only, so the label 3 will be visible to the user. But we will remove that comment and we will see. First of all, we will see, you need to give the account number. So suppose I am giving account number 1, and I have already created a account for the SBI and the Bangalore branch. So when we will be giving the same name, same account number for the same branch and same bank, then it will show I have not coded that the account already exists. Now I will do that, so it will give you error. So instead of that, you better you give another account number. You need to give another account number, because in a single bank account numbers should not be the same. So for account number 1 only I will do, and I will select this to the ICICI. I want to open the account in ICICI, and for ICICI the branch is only Bangalore. See, when you are doing SBI, then the branch ID is 1 and the bank ID is 3. If you are doing for the ICICI, then bank ID is 5 and the branch ID is 2. And after that you need to give the name. I will give Sandeep Kumar, address Bangalore, and a contact number I will give, and the balance, and click on submit. See, account created. Now what I am going to do, first of all I will hide this bank ID and branch ID, and I will also try to insert the same account number. I will try to open the same account number for a particular customer in a same bank. So we will get the message that account is already exist. Currently we have not coded for the account already exists, so it will not work. Now we will code that and we will see that it is working or not. So the first step is to first of all stop the program and then make it as true. Now in button 1 underscore click event, here we will enclose this in try and catch block. So I will write try, and after this I will include a catch block. Catch, I will write exception even, and I will give the message as account already exists. I will write response dot write a script alert account already exist. Now close this script tag and try to execute this now. Switch to the customer entry. See, it is hidden. Now I will give account number 1 and I will choose the ICICI and Bangalore. Customer name I will give, you can give any customer name. For customer name it is not the problem, because you are giving the account number as 1, that's why the error will be generated. That will show that account number 1 is already existing. So you can, for these fields you can give anything you want. Now we will click on see account already exists. So we have successfully done this customer entry form. In the next video we will be generating the reports. So please like, subscribe and share this video to your colleagues. Thank you. Bye bye.